Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I am going to go over a coin called Chiliz or CHZ. Let's go over that. All right, here's the deal, guys. I just want to go update with this. I guess it's kind of starting to make sense to me now with the GBTC chart and the Ethereum grayscale chart, which is a proxy of Ethereum and also a proxy of Bitcoin, for those that don't know, the newer followers of my channel. And just making sure you want to keep track of this to see if you have a break on that trend line here with grayscale Bitcoin. And then Ethereum grayscale is doing what it likes to do. Test the limits. Test the limits. Hasn't broken that $6.83 low. So, find out if it's going to be getting on here, if it's going to be making weakness. Now, what I'll say about the Ethereum grayscale too, guys, is that I don't know if you're aware of it, but Kathy Wood bought almost 300,000 shares of it recently. So let's see if she is correct in her analysis. I don't think that Kathy Wood decided to get up one day and go, guys, the grayscale chart, it's looking pretty good to me. Let's just go ahead and get 275,000 shares of it right now. I'm pretty sure that she probably had some analysts check into it just to be on the safe side and maybe do a little bit further investigation. Just saying. So let's go with that. Now let's head on over to Chiliz. Okay. Now, I made a previous video. I was going over Binance Coin. And here you have Chiliz on a weekly chart. And you can see that massive peak, really, really high peak, almost up to 100 on that massive wave that Chiliz went up on. All right. There's one thing that I know about that wave. That wave is a third wave, without a doubt. There's nothing else that it could be. Okay. So if that's a third wave through the process of elimination, that means Chiliz is probably missing its fifth. Okay. I doubt that Chiliz made a wave this massive where it's going to be some sort of corrective wave. And now it's coming over here and it's doing a retrace of that to bounce over here. Could it? It could. It could. Now, Chiliz, I am bullish on under one condition, that CZ is not full of crap. Okay. If a guy ends up being like, who, then maybe all bets are off. Because if that exchange goes down, there's going to be some serious problems. I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. I think that it's going to be okay. But you just never know. We are in the cryptoverse, right? So here with Chiliz, and came over here in this wave. So I have a touch here, back over here, down to this deep second wave that it did. Okay, very deep retracement on second wave. And with Chiliz over here, you can see this is the first wave, came back up, and then it blasted up on the third wave, and it's been in a correction ever since. So a grand total of how long has it been in a correction? Look at this. Chiliz been in a correction since March of 21, and it probably ended right there in 462 days later. So a year and a half later. So Chiliz, excuse me, I said Charlie's. Chiliz is early to the gate, you could say. Now it came down, touched it, and then what did this wave? That initial wave went up and touched the mid section of that wave, and it already came down, hit that. That was probably, I was looking at that. I was like, damn, man, it came down to 13 cents, and I missed it. That was probably it right there, guys. I'm going to show you why. I don't think you're going to see 13 cents. Not anytime soon with Chiliz. You could, but I don't think so. That's just my take on it. I'll show you why. Let me go over to the 12-hour chart here, guys. I'll show you something. All right. So Chiliz was kind of hard to suss out on this initial wave that it did. And then what did it do over here? Okay. You might have another shot of it coming back down. Let's say Bitcoin, I'm expecting it to come back down. You might have another one with it coming back down here. Is it going to hit 13 cents? I see Chiliz on this trend line. Me personally, I'm going to start picking that up. Okay. But I'm not hoping for that. Let's just see how it works out. Let's see what the market gives us. But you see here, this highest peak off the bottom over here and went up, and there's the highest peak right there. Okay. That's the third wave, back down, up for that fifth wave, telling you that this right here is your impulse. Okay. Now, the dilemma before was this the fifth wave? Okay. So you remember that in my previous videos? The dilemma was that the fifth wave, because you have that wave, and this section looks like it could go with that section, right? I don't think so. I don't think so, guys. I think that what Chiliz actually did is pull kind of like a Binance move. I went over this previously, probably 2 or 3 days ago, just because of this wave right here. This is definitely an impulse move. You can see right there in the RSI in this 12-hour chart, that's definitely a 5-wave move. So you may have a shot where it was a 3-wave move and then a 3-wave move and then bam, a 5. It actually made a flat in this whole area. And you can kind of see, you take a look at this. This is pretty nice little shape that it did. You see? Look at that. It's a nice little shape. So 3, 3, bam. You know, I don't think it's a coincidence it hit these trends kind of like that, made like that perfect shape. Some people could say that it's going to come up and it's going to dump. It could, guys. I guess it kind of depends on how much worse the contagion is going to be getting. If it's going to flow into the other group. I'm trying to think of it off the top of my head. I can't remember right now, but you guys know what I'm talking about. There's a group out there right now. It's under suspicion. They need $1 billion by Monday or something like that. So remains to be seen. I'm going to be waiting for a retrace over here on Chiliz because Bitcoin is going to be coming down. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. And then you can start scoping out Chiliz. So more than likely, I'm going to just make this estimation right here that you had an A, you had a B, and then possibly a C right there. And it might not be done. This could be another way, but that's getting up awfully high right there, guys. It's getting up there awfully high. If it busted 786, you got to rule that one out. That's not part of it, and it's tagging it right now. It's tagging it right now. You see? And if it's up above there, you have to rule out that this leg was finished. The only thing that's telling me that it might not be finished is, there's no divergence. There's no divergence. But if this is it and it needs to come back down, this is a bullish coin. And it looks like it's a 3-way move too. It could be. You got a 5 there and then a 5 here, and this leg's looking about the same size as that leg. So it could be an ABC only to come back down like right here to finish off this leg like that. So you could have something like this with Chiliz, possibly. All right, down and then goes up in the 3-wave and it comes back down like that and gets out of there. Something like that is what I would be looking for. Okay. So with Chiliz over here, working on its leg. Okay. Working on its leg over here is something like this, possibly 1, 2, and then it might be going in that 3rd wave, guys. Okay. So I would not write off this coin. I would not write off this coin. This is a good area to be scoping it out too. If it comes back down to the trend, say 15, 14, 13, 14, 15 cents, something like that. I think that'd be a pretty good little deal because at the end of the day, that right there was an impulse. So somewhere along the line, it's going to at least make at a minimum. Let's just say this is a triangle. Okay. It's a triangle, A, B, C, D, E, right? And it could be. You can't rule that out. You couldn't rule out that was some sort of triangle, right? Like that. Okay. So at a minimum on your on a trade, you look at A, B, C. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor. Drop a like. Hit the subscribe button. Peace.